Good morning. Welcome to the commencement ceremonies of the 70th graduating class of Great Bay Community College. My name is Bruce Baker. I'm the director of the Advanced Technology and Academic Center and will be serving as the Master of Ceremonies for today's events. At this point, I would like to introduce Reverend David Frainer, who will offer today's invocation, which will be followed immediately by the singing of the national anthem. Reverend Frainer.
The program says remain standing. Please be seated. God, Spirit of life and love, source of all creation, we ask you to bless this graduation and all who are gathered here at this time. And it is a unique moment in time we come to celebrate. The ancient Greeks had two words for time. The common one is chronos, meaning sequential time, and the second kairos, means just right time or opportune moment. We meet in chronological time, but it is the kairos moment we celebrate. And what a moment it is. God, we know you by many names, and some do not name you at all, but we know that as children of the ultimate source of creation, we are born to be creators as well, and it is a special kind of creativity that we celebrate just now, the creativity of learning. Maine Poet Laureate Stuart Kestenbaum reminds us of the childlike wonder of discovery, and he writes, "Over the chalkboard, the perfect alphabet was written in upper and lower case letters, so round and so straight, followed by 0 to 9, the symbol systems of civilization posted above our young heads. All the letters were waiting to speak to us and us to them, and then just the 10 numbers, which puzzled me since there were so many numbers. Why only those, I asked my brother, older and smarter, because that's all you need to make the rest," he said. A thought so big it was larger than a classroom, larger than a playground, that you can make more. From what you have, you can take a 1 and as many zeros as you like and begin to make something really big, making millions, making everything, making the world out of that simple 1 and 0. This is what we are doing here today, celebrating something really big. Students, you have taken the gifts of learning opportunities and their challenges, and with the help of faculty and staff, family and friends, you have made something really big. As we used to say in my family, you done good. Here today we acknowledge and celebrate that we are all born with creative capacities. Creativity is Source's gift to us all. In this graduation, we celebrate the realities of educational creativity, the hard, sometimes painful, sometimes frustrating, sometimes exuberant work and play of learning that is the result of the coming together in one place and time of students, of faculty and staff, family and friends. And it is this coming together, this joining together in common towards a high purpose in this center of learning that creates this kairos moment. Whatever else you may believe, know this: the world is not an accident. Our ultimate creator sources us and enables us, each and every one of us, to become creators in our own right. Creativity is God's gift to us. God wants us to be creators and to be successful ones at that. Creativity is God's gift to us and makes learning possible, and educational success brings us to this moment, to your moment, the celebration in community of your graduation. Graduation, of course, is an ending and a beginning, both at once. But you know that. May the creative spirit of lifelong learning be upon us, among us, and within us this day and all days to come. And as Tiny Tim would say, God bless us, everyone. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sasha. That was outstanding. You may be seated. At this point, it is my great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the college community represented on the platform and our honored guests. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing until these introductions are complete. The audience will please hold your roaring applause until after everyone has been introduced. In our front row to my right, Dr. Sarah Bedingfield, Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Ross Gattell, Chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire. Next to someone you might know, Dr. Will Arvello, the President of Great Bay Community College, Renee Plummer, today's commencement speaker, Mr. Paul Holloway, Chairman of the Board of Trustees for the Community College System of New Hampshire, Paul Petridis, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Jackie Eastwood, today's honorary degree recipient, and in the second row to my right, Mark Galvin, a member of the College Advisory Board, next to Doug Bates, also a member of the College Advisory Board, and Kathy Mullen, a member of the College Advisory Board. Next to her is Reverend Dr. David Frainer, who you've just heard from, Lauren Baylor, your colleague and today's student speaker, Connie Roy Shazowski, a member of the Board of Trustees of the Community College System of New Hampshire, Allison Stebbins, a member of the Board of Trustees for the Community College System of New Hampshire, and Jack Calhoun, a member of the Board of Trustees of the Community College System of New Hampshire. And now for that roaring applause. They stood on cue. That was great. I would also ask at this point that our faculty, department heads, and program chairs seated in the first two rows please rise. and our other distinguished faculty and staff to rise as well. And for that roaring applause for them as well. It is now my great pleasure to introduce President Will Arvello, who will begin today's commencement with words of welcome. Dr. Arvello.
Thank you for that. Greetings to all and welcome. Graduates, as part of our largest graduating class ever of 323, I congratulate you on your accomplishments while at Great Bay Community College. I also want to thank your family, friends, and significant others for their critically important support of you as you are making your way through your educational pathway. Thank you for choosing Great Bay Community College, which is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year. I hope that you agree that you have received exceptional education and service. Finally, thank you for taking a leap of faith and allowing us to build this Student Success Center that in its first year has enriched our student and community life. I ask as a special favor that if you had a good experience with us, be proud and share it with others. Be our ambassadors and speak to our quality, our affordability, and strong student support. At this time, I also want to acknowledge and congratulate our staff and faculty for another successful year. They always go above and beyond to make a difference in the lives of students and in the success of the college. I know that in many cases, if it were not for that extra effort or that kind word on their part, some of you might not be here with us today. Many of you are going on to transfer to our partner institutions like UNH, Southern New Hampshire University, University of New England, Granite State, Plymouth, and many other colleges here and across New England. We are confident that with what you have learned here, you will do very well. Many others of you are heading into the job market. You, my dear graduates, are in an enviable position. You are entering a job market with a 2.6 unemployment rate. Is that right, Ross? Or 2.6, it keeps on getting lower. So 2.6 unemployment rate, and where just about every business is hiring. There is no reason for you to leave New Hampshire to find good, interesting, challenging, and well-paying employment. For those of you graduating and entering the workforce, the likelihood that you might receive multiple job offers is probable. So stay in New Hampshire and help our state grow and prosper. I would also encourage you to take the long view on education and training. Just as we were down economically until recently, and we are now on the upswing, undoubtedly, though, at some point, we will be down again. Those of you who continue to build your skills and education throughout your lives will always continue to prosper, no matter what the economy throws at us. The fact is that those with more education always come out better on the other side. Education, whether for work or personal enrichment, should be lifelong, starting when we enter the world and ending only when we exit it. It is the one common theme that all human communities throughout the world can agree upon. It enriches our lives and communities. And I would add that our own existence as humans on this richly diverse planet we call home is dependent on our ability to evolve into individuals and societies that think smarter, faster, and in more complex ways. For the young ones amongst you, the challenges for you are different than those for the greatest generation, the baby boomers, or the Gen Xers. We've created a lot of opportunity and evolved for the better as a human society over the last 200 years, but we have also created many problems. The world is symbolically smaller and yet more complex. Our planet is much more populated and abused, and it will take smart people in collective action to traverse the significant challenges your generation and that of your children will confront. My wish for you is that you never stop learning so you can participate in our great evolution as an American society that can continue to lead in the world and solve problems that impact all of humanity. To lead is difficult and a privilege. I would rather lead with our values than be led by another's values. I hope that you carry your Great Bay experience with pride wherever your feet, heart, or imagination take you. Again, a hearty congratulations and best wishes. Now, I would like to welcome the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Paul Holloway, for his greetings from the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Will. Good morning. The Board of Trustees serves really for one purpose today, to see you students, now graduates, or very quickly to be graduates, so don't screw up. That's really why we serve. But before the celebrations begin, and remember, you have to get up tomorrow morning, take a moment and say thank you. Thank you to that faculty member who encouraged you to do it when you said, I can't. And thank that person that's sitting in the audience or standing out back, who when you said, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I have the lawn to cut. I have to take the dog for a walk. I have to do this. I have to do that. They said, I'll do it. You go do your work. They're the kind of people that make a difference in everybody's life. Don't forget to say thank you. It means a lot. And the other thing is, and Will alluded to it, stay in New Hampshire. We're becoming an old state. I'm part of the problem. We are. And one of the problems is that the young people leave, then they have families, and then they come back because they know what quality is, and New Hampshire is quality. If you've ever lived anywhere else, you know what I'm talking about. We're very blessed in this state. We're blessed with the schools that we have. We're blessed with the people that work in those schools, and we're blessed with the faculties that teach in those schools. If you look at our schools compared to some of the other community colleges around, the quality that we have is first rate. You're very fortunate. You have a first-rate education. And it's because of the faculty that sits here right now. But stay in New Hampshire. We need young people. We need people who will get up and go and get it done. And that's something we hope that you will take to heart. Another thing is, the doors will always be open here. In our society and in our economy, you're not through learning. You will have to keep learning. You know, when Bill Clinton became president, we didn't have the internet. Think about that. You people have more power in your telephone than we had in our first massive computer system in our business. And that wasn't that long ago. We're galloping forward with technology. The problem is, are we going to be able to handle that technology? So you're going to be asked to continue to learn. And I want to assure you that the community colleges will be there for you. And this school will be there for you when you need to take that one more course, or that course in advanced whatever. But it'll be out there. Believe me, it'll be out there. And these doors will be open, and they'll be inviting, and it'll be a good time. So we congratulate you. We wish you well. We wish you'll stay here. We hope that you have successful lives, and we thank you for everything you've done to contribute to this school. Congratulations.
So now I have the pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Renee Plummer. Anyone who's acquainted with Renee knows that she is a force of nature. I can attest to that. Many of us in the room who know Renee can attest to that. Her day job is Vice President of Marketing at TWO International Group, where in partnership with her husband Dan, she has helped to shape the destiny of Peace Tradeport and the city of Portsmouth. Dan and Renee were among the first to take a chance on Peace when it went from a shuttered Air Force base to a thriving business and industrial park. Today, Peace is one of the most successful military-based redevelopment projects in the country, with more than 250 companies and nearly 10,000 workers. Renee, however, is much more than a successful businesswoman. She gives as much passion and energy to the positive transformation of her community, both locally and across the state. Whether it is for the Rotary Club, the Portsmouth Chamber of Commerce, Prescott Park Arts Festival, Veterans Count, Portsmouth Arts Museum, the commissioning of the USS New Hampshire, the Boston Portsmouth Air Show, the Boy Scouts of America, and many more, there is virtually nothing of importance that occurs on the Seacoast that doesn't have Renee's handprints all over it. Renee is deeply committed to the veterans' causes, and most recently, she is intently working on the PTSD, trauma, and opioid crisis that countless veterans are facing. Renee loves politics and the democratic process, and is engaged in many local, statewide, and national elections. Most recently, she was one of the founders of New Hampshire's No Labels movement, a movement that has identified our country's greatest need, the need to work together to find nonpartisan solutions to the nation's most pressing problems. Renee has received numerous distinctions and recognitions. In 2010, Renee was named by the Portsmouth Herald as the third most influential person on the Seacoast from its top list of 10. In 2011, Renee was the recipient of the Daniel Webster Council Boy Scouts of America Good Scout Award. In 2014, Renee was named Outstanding Woman in Business by the New Hampshire Business Review, and also received the Granite State Legacy Award by the Manchester Union Leader that same year. She currently sits on the board of Veterans Count Seacoast Chapter and Hope for New Hampshire Recovery. Renee has been a strong supporter of Great Bay Community College since we moved to the Tradeport in 2009, by connecting business to the college and by being a chair of our 2015 Distinguished Leaders Fundraising event. Also, in 2011, Renee was the recipient of the Great Bay Community College honorary degree for her many contributions to the New Hampshire community. Renee Plummer.
Okay, I'm tired. I don't know who he was talking about, but you know, it also comes with getting older that you can do these things. But anyway, I want to say good morning to the graduates, family members, distinguished guests, and I am honored to be here, and I want to thank Will Arvello. Excuse me. I'm thanking you, okay, for the opportunity to address the class of 2016 here today. So to the 2016 class of Great Bay, I want to say that we have something in common, you and I. We have a lot in common. Like you, I had a vision for my life and found ways to make it a reality. You see, I'm very impressed with all of you that are graduating here today, because you chose Great Bay Community College and you were choosing a better future. Maybe there was a job that you saw that was listed and you didn't have the skills, you needed that particular job, or maybe you just wanted more for you and your family. So what did you do? You took things into your own hands and you made a plan. And it was you that chose this school to learn and develop those skills. And I'm also guessing it wasn't easy. I mean, I know the audience here. You know, you had to balance your life, you had to balance school, you had to balance your family, you had to balance an awful lot to be able to wear that, what you're wearing today, and going to receive your diploma. But you did this through perseverance and determination, and that is something else that we have in common. Those are two words that I know an awful lot about, because when we decided to turn Pease into this business hub that has become thriving, and by the way, Pease is the #1, not that we're in the top, for trade ports, Dr. Arvello. People really said to us that we were absolutely crazy for doing this. I can't tell you how many doors slammed in my face when I would walk into people and explaining what we were doing and asking them to come, and to come to Pease to look. Nobody wanted to talk to me, but we didn't stop. I understand that you do not have an 8-hour day. Who has an 8-hour day? Don't those people annoy you? I mean, I know that you're looking at a 16, 18-hour day. You know, I know that you had to multitask, and you probably had to multitask better than others, and you had to be more efficient. And guess what? With all those skills, that new job, or that what you wanted, is within your reach because of today. Now, a lot of you will leave this ceremony knowing that Monday you'll go to work, or maybe tomorrow. I'm seeing somebody nodding, yes, you're going back to work. Or maybe there are a few people here that aren't here because they are working. You know, that's responsibility, and people recognize that. You know, you would think that everybody has it, and they don't. They don't understand it. But you here graduating today understand it because what you have gone through. You also have street smarts. Now, this is something you can't buy. You can't take a class for this. You also have common sense. I've known a lot of people that have a lot of degrees, and believe me, they've sat in front of me in my office, and I thought, what the hell are they talking about? No common sense. But those are the people that you're going to employ. But again, you did this for yourself, for your families, and what an opportunity you have. You have to go ahead and take that confidence, and with that, you chose a new path. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and be so proud of what you have done. You know, speaking as a business owner, my business has been a driving force here at Pease, and it is the bustling trade port that people are talking about around the country. But for that model to work, we had to find the right tenants to call this a home. Great Bay Community College, and I don't think you realize that, is one of the big success stories here at Pease. And it was because of Will Arvello, Dr. Arvello, and he needed the students, he needed a lot of students, but he also needed the right students to come here and make this a success. And Will and his staff at Great Bay had to develop a curriculum that works for the graduates and for all the businesses. Great Bay Community College certainly has made this community better and has been a tremendous resource for me personally. You see, when I would have a company that would be coming in and looking at Pease or looking at Portsmouth, you know what I would do? I'd get the CEO, I would pick up the phone, call Will Arvello, and do you know how impressive it was for these companies to say, you have the president of the community college sitting in your office? And I said, yes. There are endless possibilities when you put the right people in the right room. I cannot tell you how many people, how many companies that will, because of him being able to say, what we'll do is we're going to tailor a program for you, for ABC Company. So please, if you're looking at coming here in 18 months, 2 years, let's sit down and talk about this. And he has done this, and it certainly has added to my success. Now, I know that you're all graduating. The last thing you need to hear is me asking you to do a few things. But I'm going to talk to you about something. Recently, there's a musical in New York. It's called Hamilton. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote this incredible musical in hip-hop about Alexander Hamilton and his life. And in the beginning, Hamilton finally reaches out to Aaron Burr, and Hamilton is this exciting person, and Aaron Burr is more reserved. So they're going for a Sam Adams to have a drink, and Aaron Burr looks at Alexander Hamilton, and he says to him, "I'm going to give you some advice. Talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for." And I'm going to tell you that because when you go into situations, keep your mouth shut for a little bit. Just listen. Find out what's going on. Find out who the players are. I mean, always remember that, because it just struck me when he said that. And I do tell people that, especially if you're going into groups, just keep it quiet. Nobody needs to know so much about you in the beginning. When you get older like me, then you have to listen. I want you to open your eyes and see what's going on. I want you to understand, us being here, first in the nation in New Hampshire, that you can have dinner with the President of the United States. I mean, how many people have seen candidates coming through here? You realize I can sit down and talk to these people, or that you can become the President of the United States. I was 5 years old and we were flying from New York to California, and we were arriving in LA in the evening and all the lights were on. And I remember my mother saying to me, "The lights are on for you." And I thought, me? Yes. So now you know where my confidence came from. Don't ever put the lights on. I'm always thinking it's for me. Read your local newspaper. Pick up the USA Today. Look at the front. You don't have to read the Wall Street Journal, but just be aware. Go outside of your comfort zone. Ask questions. Again, I've been in many meetings. People are speaking. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I'm the one that has to ask the questions. What does that word mean? Or what are you talking about? And you know what? I'm not the only one. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And again, here's my pitch for joining something. Join. Be a volunteer. As Will said now, what I'm doing with Veterans Count is just amazing. We're raising money, but I'm also looking for people to help. Last March, we did a radiothon, and the first radiothon we did, we talked about veterans and helping families with the oil and with their cars and with children being sick. This year, it was more on suicide. So just me raising a little money is giving some people hope, and they're giving them help. And what you do is, when you're with these committees and you're doing volunteering, you're going to find that you love this so much, and the people that you will meet, you're going to meet later on in life. It might help you in something, but it's just a wonderful thing to give back. Surround yourself with smart people. Look at me standing here on this stage. You want to talk about smart? Oh my goodness. Because it always makes you look better, and you can learn from them. Twitter, Facebook, do I have to tell you? Don't do it. Don't put anything on there. Another thing that we do when we're talking to companies, how many people go on Google? My goodness, you don't want to see your name as they Google you, unless it's for a good reason. I'm going to say something that's probably going to be the one thing you're going to remember of this. A lot of you will go out for dinner. You'll go out for dinner, lunch, business people, interviews. Did you ever get to a restaurant and you look at the table and think, what's the butter knife? Where's the bread? What do I do? My left, my right? Just remember BMW. Sorry, Paul, it has nothing to do with cars. But remember BMW. Your bread, your meal, and your water. So now you go into these restaurants and you think, oh, my bread plate is to the left. It just adds to the confidence. thank somebody in the uniform. Always remember when you look at that flag, that soldier, that she is out there to protect you. I had to. Every once in a while in July, think of Philadelphia in the 1700s and the framers of the Declaration of Independence and what they did for us. You know, my daughter came through here. So I have this absolute love for this school. And I want you to be proud. I want you also to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, change your jobs now, please. So if I could give you a gift, it would be confidence. You already have it. No one can take away your education. They can take away everything else, but your education, that you will have for the rest of your life. So congratulations. Thank you for this honor, and we'll see you around. Thank you.
So this is a small token of our appreciation, just a few gotchis or chachis. Thank you. Chachis. Thank you, Renee. That was a wonderful speech, and thank you for all you do for our community. Now I would like to introduce Chancellor Ross Cattell, who will do the Chancellor's Awards.
Thank you, President Arvello, and congratulations, and thank you, Renee. It is a great day at Great Bay Community College. We're here in this new facility for the first time for graduation. We're also recognizing the graduation of a record number of students for Great Bay Community College. So, I want to send my congratulations to the students, a job well done, but none of you would be here today, and we wouldn't be here today without the outstanding faculty and staff of this college. So it's my honor and privilege to announce today's Chancellor Award winners for teaching excellence and service excellence at Great Bay Community College. I'll start with teaching excellence. The recipient of the 2016 Chancellor's Award for Teaching Excellence has been a faculty member at Great Bay Community College for over a decade. She has been actively involved in developing courses and keeping curriculum current. She works to maintain connections with employers, to help students who graduate from her program. In addition, she helps students develop their resume writing and interviewing skills and keeps current and former students informed of job opportunities. This year's recipient is also very active in the Great Bay community. Some of her many activities include advising the STEM Club, serving on the curriculum committee, holding workshops for high school students, and supporting the recruitment efforts of the college at nearly every open house. She has also been instrumental in developing a 2+2 articulation pathway to the University of New Hampshire's bioengineering program and worked to establish a transfer pathway for Great Bay students to the new bachelor's degree in biotechnology at the University of New Hampshire at Manchester. She's been very busy with this list. She is a highly valued colleague and a great friend to many at the college. It is my pleasure to present the Chancellor's Award for Teaching Excellence to Deb Ordino, co-program coordinator and professor of the biotechnology program. Now for the Service Excellence Award. The recipient of the 2016 Chancellor's Award for Service Excellence is known as the keeper or central repository of information at Great Bay Community College. This person is a true team player who is devoted to quality service. She is well respected by her peers. Her colleagues have benefited from her energy, knowledge, and devotion to the job. This year's recipient spends many hours working on course schedules, transfer credits, degree audits, and these are a few things we probably don't all know what they are, but IPEDS data, and I'm sure the faculty and staff and the administration knows about IPEDS data, enrollment verifications, grade posting, and academic standing. Other projects she has been involved with include Degree Works, supervising the one-stop office, and working on developing protocols for our banner student system. She is kind and considerate and seen as a role model for her colleagues. If that isn't enough, she still finds time to bake for birthdays and celebrations or just for sheer pleasure of making others happy. It is with my great pleasure that I present the Chancellor's Award for Service Excellence to Sandra Ho, Register at Great Bay Community College.
Now I would like to introduce the Vice President of Academic Affairs, Paul Petrides, for the Scholarship Awards, or Scholastic Awards.
Good morning. I have the privilege of announcing the awards for all of the academic departments. And what I'd like to do is, when I call your name, the student whose name I call, please stand to be recognized. Let's hold our applause until all of the award winners have been announced. For the Accounting AS degree, the award winner is Robert O'Mara. For Biotechnology, the award winner is Austin Mullins. For Computer Technologies, Elias Roussos. The Criminal Justice degree, the award winner is Jacqueline Tormey. For Digital Media Technology, Jacqueline Derry. For Early Childhood Education, Caitlin Gray. For Health Information Technology, the award winner is Sheila Chase. For Hospitality Management, Natalia Bustos Velasquez. Information Systems Technology, the award winner is William Lewis. And for the Liberal Arts degree, Tricia Ann Jones. For the Liberal Arts Biological Sciences General Biology degree, the winner is Amanda Crampert. For Liberal Arts Business Studies, the winner is David Kanye. For Liberal Arts Engineering Science, Jared Michael Patno. For Liberal Arts Teacher Preparation, Micah Rue. For Management, the winner is Lauren Baylor. Marketing, the winner of the award is Matthew Andreessen. For Massage Therapy, Kelsey Elsmore. For Nursing, Tess Nicholson. Surgical Technology, the winner is Megan Masri. And finally, for Veterinary Technology, Katie Valavani. Congratulate the award winners. Done an outstanding job. Thank you.
Well, it gives me great pleasure to speak a little bit about our candidate for an honorary degree. And you should know that we don't award honorary degrees very regularly. It's something that we try to do every year, but we don't necessarily find the qualified candidates every year. So it's something very special, both for the recipient, but also for the college and the community. It means a lot both to us and that person. So this year's recipient of an honorary degree is Jackie Eastwood. And those of you who know of Jackie Eastwood know what a wonderful person she is, both as an individual and how much she gives to the community. But let me just say that as a 19-year-old single mother waitressing to support her daughter in Keene, New Hampshire, Jackie Eastwood never dreamed she would be accomplished as she is today. She soon moved from waitressing to managing a retail store to a sales position at Pitney Bowes, where she was soon promoted into management. 7 years later, a small medical devices company in Arizona recruited her to start a sales program for them. Despite her having little knowledge of medical devices, Jackie quickly educated herself and eventually became an equity partner in this business, which quickly grew from $200,000 a year to a business of $30 million a year. Jackie went on to become the vice president of Medtronic, a Minnesota-based medical devices technology company, for 11 years. And I believe Medtronic is the world's largest medical devices company today. Upon returning to New Hampshire to be closer to her daughter and grandchildren, Jackie received a call from a doctor who remembered a medical device that she had shown him. She negotiated a licensing agreement with Medtronic for the device and a $5 million investment to co-found TissueLink Medical in Dover, New Hampshire, which later became Salient Surgical Technologies. In 2011, Salient sold to Medtronic for $535 million. Jackie has served on a number of public and private boards and is the recipient of numerous awards for her contributions in entrepreneurial and technology initiatives. She was named as the Mass High Technology All-Star in 2003 and Ernst & Young's Entrepreneur of the Year in 2004, and was a finalist in New Hampshire High Technology Council Entrepreneur of the Year in 2006. Her latest entrepreneurial effort is in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, where she founded the Global Child. The organization gets kids off the street and pays them $1 a day to attend classes and learn lessons in both English and the local Khmer language. The school teaches them how to manage their daily stipend for home expenses and savings, so children are equipped to become successful citizens and leaders in their emerging economy. Ultimately, Jackie aspires to retire from the Global Child and have it completely run by the Cambodian people. Jackie Eastwood has been affiliated with Great Bay Community College for a number of years in the following ways. She was Great Bay's 2010 Commencement Speaker, the 2013 Distinguished Leader Honoree at Great Bay's Student Scholarship Fundraising Event, the 2014 Distinguished Leader Student Scholarship Fundraiser Event Chairperson. She has been consistently a generous donor to Great Bay's annual Distinguished Leader Scholarship Fund and established the Jackie Eastwood Scholarship Fund, founded and sponsored by Medtronic for Great Bay students. So it gives me great pleasure to bestow upon Jackie Eastwood the honorary degree. We're going to put this on you. Turn around.
Thank you very much. You have no idea what this means to me.
I'm sure Jackie would speak longer, but she's got a bit of a cough. But thank you, Jackie, like Renee, Jackie is a huge community contributor and cares about veterans and many other causes in New Hampshire, and she's a blessing to us, so thank you very much. Now I want to present the 2016 President's Awards, starting with the Outstanding Adjunct. This award goes to Linda Coe, faculty member in the college's Life and Physical Science Department. The award is given to an adjunct faculty member whose commitment to Great Bay Community College serves academic integrity and students in need in the greater interest of teaching learning environment. Linda's strong background in molecular biology allows her to teach a variety of courses, including general biology, microbiology, and introduction to biotechnology. Consistently praised by students for her teaching style and the depth of knowledge they experience in following her course. Linda also serves as the mentor for undergraduate research. So yes, one of the things that you guys don't know is that we do undergraduate research here, and we're very proud of it. Under her guidance, students are able to present their work at scientific meetings and initiate research collaborations with other professionals. So Linda Coe, come up and receive your Outstanding Award for Adjunct. The 2016 President's Award for Outstanding Student goes to Nicholas Evans. Come on up. Just stand here. Hold on. Oh, just look at okay. Stand here. So this award, I guess Nick is beloved. This award is given to a member of the student community whose endeavors have made a significant difference to the college. During his time at Great Bay, Nick has held leadership roles in both the Student Government Association as well as the History Club. He also served as one of the two student representatives on the Community College System Board of Trustees and provided regular assistance to the admissions department for open houses and new student recruitment activities. Nick is highly respected among his peers and professors alike, described as positive, collaborative, and motivating. He has maintained a 3.5 GPA in the teacher preparation program, and upon graduation, plans to continue on to Granite State College to pursue a BA in English Language Arts and General Education with a certificate in special education. Thank you, Nick. Finally, the President's Award for Special Contributions goes to Don Comito. So Don Comito is professor and department chair of the Hospitality Management Program. This award is given to a faculty or staff member who has made outstanding contributions in transforming higher education through exceptional programs, innovative services, and effective administration. Dawn's active use of service learning in her classes has allowed our students to greatly benefit by her teaching and learning strategy that integrates meaningful community service with instruction to enrich the learning experience, teaching civic responsibility and strengthen communities. Dawn has set up a number of service learning opportunities for students, including volunteer experience at Cafe Reconcile in New Orleans, the United Way of Greater Seacoast Purses for a Purpose event, fostering support at Great Bay's annual Distinguished Leaders Student Scholarship fundraiser, participating in Great Bay's 70th anniversary, and the grand opening of our Student Success Center, where this commencement is taking place today. Through these events and Dawn's mentorship, our students have received a top quality education while understanding the importance of being part of a larger community. Since Dawn came to Great Bay, she has shown that her commitment to our community is not limited to just service learning. Dawn has volunteered her own time to the New Hampshire's Conference on Tourism, being a volunteer trainer for the Granite State Ambassadors Program, a mentor for independent learning integrative experience in tourism for UNH, and a volunteer director of the Manchester Airport Authority Travel Agent Outreach Program. In addition to her time teaching and volunteering, Dawn also serves as the advisor to the Great Bay Community College Hospitality Club. Congratulations, Dawn. Next, I want to invite to the podium Lauren Baylor, who will be saying speaking for the class of 2016. I guess she wants to take a picture.
I know I'm the last thing between you guys and your diploma, so I'll try and make this as quick as I can. I would like to start by saying congratulations, class of 2016. I'm very honored to be here today, standing by my fellow graduates, families, and the faculty, staff, and administrators here at Great Bay Community College. I am graduating today with my associate's degree in management, as well as another in liberal arts business studies. And the path here today has not been an easy one, as I am sure many of you can relate to. College in and of itself can be a very stressful experience. Late night studying, huge exams, finishing papers right before a deadline. It can all be very overwhelming. Add in jobs, families, and other responsibilities, and the experience becomes even more intense. This is true regardless of who we are, whether you are a Nicholas Evans who came here fresh from high school to pursue his passion for teaching, a Sierra Brown who attended a university and decided it wasn't for her before coming to Great Bay to begin her journey towards becoming a forensic scientist. A Tabitha Mahoney, who served in the Army before coming to GBCC for her nursing degree. Or a Brenda Collins, who came back to school to change careers entirely later in life and become an administrative assistant. We have all felt the pressure to just keep our heads above water and do well on our journey here. We have all also felt the pressure to give up. Life has a way of overwhelming us and throwing us curveballs. We've all had those times when we just want to scream, cry, rip our hair out, or give up entirely. Whether it was our car breaking down, our computer dying right before a deadline, a loved one getting sick and passing, or being a single mother to a beautiful but absolutely spastic little girl sitting right over there, and all of the craziness that entails, we have all experienced that moment where we just want to say enough. Thankfully, we were all smart enough to choose Great Bay as the place to make this journey. Whether we plan to continue on for more education or take what we have learned here directly to the workforce, we could not have chosen a better place to begin. The amazing faculty, staff, and administrators here have made each of our journeys more enjoyable and more special. I know everyone here can name at least one person who has been by their side and supported them on their journey here. For me, that person has been Deb Lancaster, this veteran student liaison here at the school. She has always been someone that I can come to with my problems, whether they're related to school or to my personal life, and express my frustrations, doubts, and fears to. She has been there ready to listen and shared my happiness about my successes. She has been a tremendous part of my success here at Great Bay, and I do not think I would have made it through this without her. For others, that person might be someone like Mike Fisher, who strives to make the student experience here outside of the classroom an amazing one. A Richard Harris or a Mike Keith in One Stop, who are always ready to help you with a huge smile. A Natalie Gerard from Admissions, whose passion for her job in this school are infectious. Or a Lee Kenyon from the Help Desk, who's always ready to listen and mentor. You might also have been lucky enough to take a class with a professor like Ray Pasquale, who constantly pushes his students to do more than they thought they could. A David Wilson, who makes science fun and entertaining for all of us. Or a Cynthia Walton, who helps make public speaking like this just a tiny bit less intimidating. All of these people have made our journeys here far better. When I first began classes at Great Bay, I was determined to come to class and go home and get my work done, just as I'm sure many of you were. I had no intention of staying here any longer than I had to. I was that girl in high school with her nose buried in a book, sprinting to her classes so I didn't have to talk to anybody. And that attitude is the one I carried with me into my start here at Great Bay, despite the Air Force forcing me out of my shell a bit. As many of you know, that has absolutely not remained true for me, and I have Deb Lancaster and Mike Fisher to thank for that. They wanted to finally get a student veterans group started on campus, which I became a part of, and this led to Mike and former SGA President Natalie Landry hounding me all summer long to join SGA in the fall. From there, opportunities kept presenting themselves, and I found myself involved in a little bit of everything. I have had the pleasure of seeing many classmates and friends take that leap and become active here on campus as well. I like to joke around with people that this school is my second home and that I spend more time here than I do at my actual home. And to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have it any other way because I have been able to include my daughter in this journey with me. She has been able to come and participate in events on campus and take this journey with me, which has made it special for both of us. And I know I've seen other parents here graduating today that have been able to do this with their children as well. Being here has taught us all a lot about ourselves. It has helped me gain the courage to purposely push myself past my comfort zone on a regular basis in order to grow more as a person. I'm sure many of you had professors or staff members who pushed you to do the same. And no matter how much we dreaded those experiences beforehand, I know we are all glad to have had them, and we appreciate all that they have taught us about ourselves and about what we are capable of doing. We have all accomplished more than we probably thought that we would be able to in our time here. We've tried new things, given ourselves new goals to reach, and worked our hardest to achieve them. For some, this might have meant joining a club or an organization. For others, it might have been achieving a certain GPA. Some of us just went with it and somehow found a way to get it all done, while still others might have been just a tiny bit OCD like me and color-coded everything to make sure we knew what needed to be done and when it needed to be done by. Everyone here has toughed it out through the obstacles life has decided to throw at us on our journey. You all made the choice to keep fighting on to make it to this point. You decided you weren't going to let anything stop you from reaching your goal of getting your degree and making a better life for yourself and for your family, whether that family exists now or will in the future. You toughed it out, you made it here, and you should all be incredibly proud of that. During my difficult times here, I've always found myself thinking of a quote from Mark Twain that has managed to stick with me. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Not everyone has the courage to make this journey, whether they are fresh out of high school, coming back after some time off, or changing careers entirely later in life. This journey can be scary for anyone who takes it, but we all made the choice to face that fear and do it anyway. I am proud to be here today with all of you at the end of our time at Great Bay and ready to face the next part of our journeys, whatever they may be. I sincerely hope that you all continue to have that courage to catch those trade winds and let them take you on even more incredible journeys. Thank you, and again, congratulations, class of 2016.
So it's been an honor for me to get to know Lauren and to work with her over the last few years. Lauren has been, as the Student Government Association president, she has been a member of the college's advisory board over this past year. She serves on a variety of clubs and organizations and committees throughout the college. She is, as she said, a single parent with a beautiful child. She is a veteran, and she's going to re-enlist as she leaves us. So we thank her for that. And she also is a recruiter. She recruited her mother, and her mother's in the audience. And Deborah is a student with us and doing very well. So thank you. So for all of that, and for being a commencement speaker today, we want to give her this token of appreciation, which is the map of New Hampshire. And now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, right? The real important stuff. So, conferring of degrees. Paul?
Will today's graduates please rise? President Arvello, I present to you the students of the class of 2016 who have fulfilled the requirements for a degree or certificate.
Where's the... There's always a little glitch. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the State of New Hampshire and the laws of the State of New Hampshire, I have the honor to present to the appropriate degree to those candidates who have met the requirements of their respective curriculum with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. You may be seated.
And now, will the degree and certificate candidates please come forward as their name is called?
Ready? Oh my God, they're so pretty. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Accounting: Nicole Marie Bauer, Scott Bradley Gorin, Zeke Gunardi, Miranda Lynn Jackson, Robert Ryan O'Mara, the following are candidates for the Certificate in Advanced Composites Manufacturing: Michael Joseph Barton, Daniel J. Eldridge, Heather Elise Faria, Anthony Edward Petruzzello, Keith Thomas Robison, William Norman Smith III, Richard David Wilson, The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Computer Technologies. Also receiving their certificate in programming, Max Abramson. Ainsley Ada Grotto. Nicola Dunn. Robert Richard Fowler. Katrina Maeve Farino. Yusuf Hakim Kazi. Elias Isaiah Roussos. Nicholas David Barnes. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Criminal Justice, also receiving their certificate in Homeland Security, Elena Lee Bryan. Sierra D. Brown. Ryan Gordon Cryer. Also receiving a certificate in Homeland Security, Zachary Bruce Golden. Calvin Douglas Hitchens, Jr. How you doing? Good, how are you? Good. Holly Diane Cabucci. Ashley Lexis Leidick. Also receiving her certificate in Homeland Security, Mika Riket. Also receiving a certificate in Homeland Security, Brian Joseph Scott. Kelly Ann N. Tangen. Also receiving a certificate in Homeland Security, Jacqueline Francis Tormey. The following is a candidate for the certificate in Homeland Security, Michelle Ann Whitehouse. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Digital Media Technology and Communications, Kyle D. Brown. William Allen Ladd. Jason R. Marr. Renee L. Page. Samantha Larissa Smith. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Early Childhood Education, Alyssa May Bodge. Jenna Elizabeth Cayley. Caitlin Marie Gray. Love the hat. Hannah Esther Silk. Sophia Chia Stokes. The following are candidates for the certificate in Early Childhood Education, Shelby Nicole Clark. Anthony Joseph Ramondo III. Desiree Page Robert. Kimberly Mary Catherine Hoyt. The following is a candidate for the Associate in Science degree in Health Information Technology, also receiving their certificate in Medical Office Administrative Assistant, Sheila M. Chase. The following are candidates for the certificate in Medical Office Administrative Assistant, Kristen Jean Champagne. Lisa Ann LaFerrier. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Hospitality Management Direct Career, also receiving their certificates in Event and Meeting Planning Management and Hotel Restaurant Management, Natalia Andrea Bustos Valescas. Also receiving the certificate in Event and Meeting Planning Management, Jordan Michelle Cronin. Also receiving the certificate in Hotel Restaurant Management, Mary Elizabeth Kennison. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Information Systems Technology. Also receiving the certificate in Information Systems Technology, Christopher M. Anderson. Derek Joseph Gagnon. Shane Christian Heath. Benjamin D. Lampert. Matthew Robert Morrissey. Ephras Sapatan. Matthew Richard Sweeney. The following are candidates for the Associate in Arts degree in Liberal Arts, Tristan Kadim Arthur. Claire Elizabeth Brackett. Christopher Andrew Donnelly. Chloe Daria Fico Elmore. It's Fico. Oh. Marky Elizabeth Flewelling. Brianna Jade Glazebrook. Daniel John Halliday. Krista Eve Jimenez. Trisha Ann Jones. Haley Elizabeth King. Alexandra Catherine Lemarise. Gates Angeline McPherson. Matthew David Noyes. Jody Lynn Pomeroy. Kayla M. Porter. Natalia Marie Recupero. Nicholas Kurt Rose. Danielle R. St. Cyr. Nathaniel Tan Dejaja. Christy T. Wilhelmina. The following is a candidate for the Associate in Arts degree in Liberal Arts American Studies, Kayla Marie McKenna. The following are candidates for the Associate in Arts degree in Liberal Arts Biological Science General Biology, Amanda F. Crampert. Also receiving the certificate in biotechnology, Daniel Real Ponto. The following are candidates for the Associate in Arts degree in Liberal Arts Business Studies. Also receiving an Associate of Science degree in Management, Lauren Renee Baylor. Cassandra Goff Broughton. David Kim Gonya. Carter Robert Moore. Cameron Scott Steele. The following is a candidate for the Associate in Arts degree in Liberal Arts Engineering Science, Eric Christian Leslie. The following are candidates for the Associate in Arts degree in Liberal Arts Teacher Preparation, Michaela Margaret Allard. Gianelli Francis Bianchi. Got it. Emily Ann Bowers. Rachel Brem. Kathy M. Brown. Cameron Clayton Cook. Nicholas Paul Evans. Mason Janelle Kingsley. Erin Kathleen Nacino. Lindsay Marie Reynolds. Micah Ann Rue. Lindsay Nicole Wood. Terry Ann Chassie. Are you ready? Ready? Okay. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Management: Christina Marie Beck, Christina Lynn Templeton. The following are candidates for the Certificate in Management: Brenda Angela Collins, Carmen Marie Lineski, Linda Albertowitz. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Nursing: Linda Albertowitz. Also receiving the Associate degree in Science and Biotechnology: Jessica Lorraine Black, Kara Ann Blaney, Allison A. Bradley, Jennifer Lee Burnett, Shaylin Marie Cameron, Joanna Elizabeth Cannon, Andrea M. Early, Bridget Marie Flynn, Lindsay Marie Fotino, Ellen Whalen Gaudette, Becky Lynn Gervais, Rebecca Lynn Hargis, Marjorie Hudegby, Laura Ann Yunsma, Jordan Elizabeth Libby, Tabitha Lynn Mahoney, Jessica Lee McCusker, Shannon Lee McEwen, Isabeau Massey, Laura Beth Moreau, Ashley Elizabeth Norris, Richard G. Palmer, Taylor Deanne Rickards, Lisa Marie Romanovitz, Jessica Saunders, Alexander Schifano, Tracy Lynn Taylor, Jessica Marie Thompson. Sarah Eastman Thompson. Nicole E. Tufts. Brenda Lynn Vitale. Brandy Lynn Vitale, sorry. I did that yesterday too, didn't I? Stephanie Colby Wallace. Courtney D. Witten. Taylor Ann Exenos. Samantha S. Yenish. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Surgical Technology. Daniel Fay Atherton. Tawny Dane Babcock. Stephanie Michelle Horner. Zelia Renee Nugent Johns. Julianne Liza Logans. Erin Elizabeth Madison. Megan B. Majory. Crystal Rodriguez. Melissa Ray Smith. The following are candidates for the Associate in Science degree in Veterinary Technology. Tessa Louise Aquino. Samantha Haley Brown. Tamara N. Carrier Valle. Melody Morgan Chestnut. Ashley Dawn Crocker. Rachel Elizabeth Davis. Kelly Lynn DeLay. Stephanie D. Dickinson. Sabrina Nicole Doyle. Hugo Miguel Dominguez. Ashley Marie Fouflis. Morgan Ashley Galinsky. Michaela Heaven Harris. Lynn Hathaway. Jacqueline Nicole Hurto. Allison Marie Inglis. Michelle Sarah Landry. Holly Allison Leclerc. Rachel Marie Littlefield. Karina Elizabeth McDonald. Faith Lenore McGuire. Kristen Lee Moffitt. Colleen O'Keefe. Tanya Ellen Petronio. Emily Ann Poole. Regan Elizabeth Smiley Smith. Morgan Roberta Sullivan. Ashley Lynn Tarbox. Erin May Troy. Katie Ellen Valovani. Carrie Marie Ward. Annie Whitehouse. Wendy L. Woodman.
Will our graduates please rise and move your tassel from right to left? Honored guests, family, and friends, I present to you the class of 2016.
Please be seated. We're almost there. You done good. I close with a brief poem from Stuart Kestenbaum and a charge to our new graduates in line with something our main speaker said. The poet writes in Holding the Light, "Gather up whatever is gathering in the gutter, whatever has tumbled in the waves or fallen in flames out of the sky. For it's not only our hearts that are broken, but the heart of the world as well. Stitch it back together. Make a place where the day speaks to the night, where the earth speaks to the sky. Whether we created God or God created us, it all comes down to this. In our imperfect world, we are meant to repair it, to stitch it together. What beauty there is, stitch it with compassion and wire. See how everything we have made gathers itself into the light inside and overflows, a blessing. And now my charge to you graduates, which you can guess, stitch the beauty of the world back together. Created in the image of our ultimate creator, we are creators ourselves. In your degrees and certificates, the college affirms your creativity in learning. As President Arvello says, your degrees and certificates come with all the rights and honors and privileges pertaining thereto. Rights, honors, and privileges are fine, of course. They are excellent indeed. But here's the thing. You just can't sit on your laurels. The skills and knowledge, the experience and expertise that you have gained, you have to pass it forward. The imperfect world we live in is beautiful and broken both at once. But it is our world and our time. In its beauty, you are called by life, by God, by whatever name, to rejoice in the world and enjoy the bounty it has to offer. And in its brokenness, you are called to repair it. That's your responsibility. As you are able, take the gifts and talents that this graduation signifies, and with gratitude, pass it forward, including to the college. I'm sure President Arvello will appreciate your gifts, though I don't mean financial gifts only, or even primarily. What I mean is this. Take the skills you possess, the learnings you have gained, and pass them forward to the whole of the wider community. This is my charge to you in closing. Imbibe the beauty of the world and then with compassion and wire, stitch the world back together. Rejoice in it and repair it. May the blessings of the life abundant, the good life, the great life, be with you now and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you.